You are listening to the Beyond Terrestrial Podcast, your one-stop shop for the outstanding, the unconventional, and the downright strange. Strap in because the boys are about to take a wild ride. I'm Funk Master B, setting up that tea for the duo of dumb foolery. Your hosts, Dan and Lee.
Of course I believe in aliens. I mean, in an infinitely growing universe, why would we be the only living species? Bigfoot, Nessie, all that stuff, it's gotta be real. How are we to say that we're the only ones? It's just ignorant. I think aliens are not only from other planets, but they're time travelers.
Welcome back to the Beyond Terrestrial Podcast, your one-stop shop for the strange, the macabre, the conspiratorial, and all things supernatural. I'm one half of your hosting duo, Dan Martson, and as always, I am joined by one of the founding fathers of the Beyond Terrestrial Podcast, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Lee Arrett. Lee.
Dun, 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 dun. No, oh, you can't see me.
Whoa.
You can't see me.
Whoa, was that John Cena music that you wanted for your own intro?
Yes. Am I allowed to do that? No.
I think that's copywritten. Vince McMahon's going to be on your ass for that.
He's kind of a badass too.
Yeah, when he was on roids especially.
Yeah. Guys, I'm Lee Arrett coming to you from the Bell Witch's backyard inside the Haunted Barn Studios as always. We've got a show for you today.
It's a different one. It's a different one for sure.
It's definitely different. Definitely on the different side of things for us. Hold on one second.
But we need to switch it up anyway, Lee, because we did all these Mississippi stories that are all really good, and we need to take a break, and there's a big holiday coming up.
Yes, and particularly it is a holiday geared towards three things, right? Dan?
Okay.
Do you want to know?
All right, let me think. Okay, so clearly we're talking about St. Patrick's Day, which is tomorrow from when this drops. A little over a week from now from when we're recording.
Yes.
So what three things does Lee think about when he thinks about St. Patrick's Day?
All right, well... What? Oh, you're guessing.
No. I want to pick your brain on this one.
You're guessing.
Okay.
All right.
The color green?
Not bad. Pretty close there. Yeah.
Okay. The island nation of Ireland?
Yes. The Irish. Yeah,
and people who claim heritage to that island?
Yes.
Whether they were from there or not.
Yes, every redhead.
And drunkenness.
Oh, pretty much, yeah. My first thing was not necessarily the color green. It was actually corned beef and cabbage, but color green's pretty high up there, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. It's the best holiday for green, I think, because Christmas comes around. Christmas has got green with the tree, but then they always pair it with red.
Yeah, it's got to share it with red, right? I know. There's
terrible.
No other holiday where green is the center stage. It's the star, if you will.
Yeah. It's crazy. Valentine's Day has red all over
and pink.
Halloween, orange and black. St. Patty's Day, green. What other holidays have a color?
It's not a color. It's color scheme, like pastels for Easter, right?
Yeah. Mardi Gras has got purple, gold, green, which is, I think, a pretty stellar combo.
Yeah, I went to high school in Puyallup at Puyallup High School, home of the Vikings, and their mascot was purple and green, their school colors was not purple and green, purple and gold, right?
Purple and gold.
And it was
yeah,
it was
okay.
great for playing Madden, because what I would do is I would always create a team and just take away the Minnesota Vikings, and they'd be the Puyallup Vikings. That being said, I feel like I missed some there because Minnesota Vikings weren't a bad team. I should have just been taking away the Lions as you do. If you're creating a spot
Lee,
for another team that you created.
If we're gonna celebrate St. Patrick's Day, let's do it right. Let's get a couple beverages.
Okay. All right.
All right. What are you drinking?
Okay. I tonight have a Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy. I'm a fan of these ones. I like the fruity beverages.
Yeah, you don't say.
Moving on. I think Leinenkugel's is a fair like combination of like what I tend to like and what I tend to not like. Darker beers I'm not a fan of, and I am not afraid to say it. I like my I like my spritzers. Is it spritzers?
Your hard seltzers.
My hard
That's
seltzers.
what you're
I do.
into?
I like my hard seltzers.
That's what you're drinking for St. Patrick's
But
Day.
that's not St. Patrick's Day, so I had to get something that was actually a beer.
Wow.
So I went as close as I could. I mean, I guess I could have gotten Shock Top. I like Shock Top as well, and that's probably a little closer.
Wow.
But at least it's not Bud Light. Can I get credit for that?
Sure, I guess. Well, you see, Lee, I'm shaking mine. I got.
I know
little
you got a
bit here.
Guinness.
You might,
What you got?
Can you hear the nice little clink of?
I can. Are you got a Jameson?
On the rocks, yes, sir.
Nice. You're really going for it, huh? That.
Oh yes, yeah.
See,
I'm not Irish. My family's mostly descended from Scotland, but I love St. Patrick's Day, and I go all out for the Irish theme. So Jameson, it is, lad.
I feel like Irish and Scottish, and probably gonna get some like bad fan mail for this one.
Oh, don't.
No, don't say that they're pretty closely related.
I mean, yeah, they're closely related. They're both Celtic, right?
Yes.
But that's like saying Chinese, Japanese. What's the difference, right?
Ooh.
Very insulting. Very insulting to a Scotsman or an Irishman.
Okay. All right.
I mean, but I guess as long as you don't say English, right?
They're all English anyway.
Then they'd be really pissed.
Freedom! Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, Lee, let's talk St. Patrick's Day traditions. Besides drunkenness, what do you do for St. Patrick's Day, my man?
Dude, not very much. I like to try to have corned beef. I'm not a huge cabbage fan. But I'm an Idahoan, so yeah, I try to get some corned beef, some potatoes. You got to have those potatoes, right?
Yeah.
And that's not like a traditional thing, but if I think of Irish, I think of potatoes. Just like I think of Idaho and potatoes, or just like all you people out there do. Yeah, I said you people.
Wow.
Wow.
Lee, what do you mean, you people?
I mean, people that aren't from Idaho.
Right. Okay. So, for us, I love St. Patrick's Day. Like I told you, I go all out. Couple things. Number one, I always watch The Quiet Man featuring John Wayne. And now that I have a kid, I have to wait until they go to bed. But I also love the Boondock Saints on St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh, that's a good one to watch. I like that one.
Thank you. And I do love corned beef and cabbage. But Lee, the key is you got to make it yourself. All right? Those corned beefs you get at the supermarket, way too salty. No good.
Okay. All right.
So I found a recipe. I make it myself. I put it in the fridge for like a week to let it brine. and then I cook it myself. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So you
The
really
other
do
thing
go
is-
all out, Dan. I'm not.
I go all out, son. Oh, I'm way into this. The other thing is, you don't cook the cabbage as long as you cook the potatoes and carrots. You add the cabbage in like 10 minutes later, right?
Keep that cabbage a little bit more crisp.
Exactly. Otherwise, it gets all mushy, and that's why people don't like cabbage, because if you cook it too long, it tastes like crap. It smells like crap. It's no good.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So I'm all out. And then, maybe though, like I said, I like to go all out, but we don't always go all out. So I guess if I was kicking back on a St. Patrick's Day and didn't want to cook, I would probably make myself a traditional 7-course Irish dinner. That's a 6-pack of Guinness and a potato.
Oh, I like it. I like it. That's
seven courses, laddie.
Yes. Plenty of bread
That's
there
the
and some
Scotch.
starch.
I can't do Irish accents. I can do Scotch accents. I can't do Irish.
That's okay. I can't do any accents. Dan, we've established that I don't do good jokes. I don't do good accents. I'm really not sure why I'm here anymore.
All right. No, come on, Lee. Come on. You're selling yourself short. Let's hear it. Irish accent and go.
Get in my belly. I don't know. I got nothing. I'm sorry.
That bastard was Scottish too, dude. You're wrong on that one.
Okay. I can do it. You know what? I'm not awful at Sean Connery. Sorry.
Also Scottish.
I know he's Scottish, but you said Scottish. I'm not bad at
you're supposed to try
the
Irish.
Will Ferrell Sean Connery, like the Shuck it Trebek. That's all.
No, but Will Ferrell was Trebek. I think you're thinking Daryl Hammond there.
Yeah, I am. My bad.
But I can't. Let me try. Let me try a little bit. Let me try. See, if you do an Irish accent, you gotta trill it a little bit. Trill. You have to have a bit of a trill, a lilt to the speech.
That wasn't awful. That was not awful, Dan.
Oh, I thank you. I thank you very kindly.
Okay, can we stop?
Yeah, that's all I got. That's it. But no, dude, I love St. Patrick's Day. Have you ever watched The Quiet Man, Lee?
No. Well, probably. My grandfather was a huge John Wayne fan. Like every movie collection of John Wayne movies. So I'm sure I probably watched it at some point in my life, but it doesn't stand out to me.
Okay.
If I had to guess,
one
though, I
scene.
think it was one of his earlier works.
No, I think it's like middle career. It's directed by John Ford, so it is a classic. There's a couple scenes that might stand out to you. One is where John Wayne drags Maureen O'Hara across the Irish countryside, like from the train station. She's gonna leave him or something. He goes and grabs her and literally drags her across across Ireland.
Wow.
And then I know. Very, very not PC for 2021. And then in the end of the movie, the whole movie ends with a giant Donnybrook between John Wayne and the guy who plays Maureen O'Hara's brother. So they have a big old fist fight. And then they take a break in the middle of it to get a pint at the bar. And then they just get drunk together and come home drunk. It's really great. Spoiler alert.
I think I have seen that one now that you mentioned that particular scene. That one stands out to me a little bit. I remember the like stopping to take a break.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like a good Donnybrook to end a movie.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Lee, before we continue on our personal celebrations of St. Patrick's Day, I think we should give a thank you to our editor, Mike, over at Simple Equations Media. Thank you very much, Mike, especially the hard work he put in our Bob Lazar debate. Hopefully that has come out by the time this one comes out. We had a lot of technical issues with that show. Mike, the guys at Simple Equations, top notch. They are a full-service audio-video production company based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. They can take an idea from pre-production. They can record it. They can edit it. They can shoot it. If you want to do a music video for your garage band, if you're trying to break into movies or TV and you need post-production audio, anything that involves audio and video, they can do for you. They make us sound good, so thanks to those guys.
Yes, and I'm not even going to throw this one off the rails. Mike is putting in some really hard work on this episode, and I'm sorry, bud. Sorry, boss.
Try see if you can give Lee an Irish accent, Mike. Let's see what we can do for this guy.
I am sorry.
Wow, that was bad. So anyways, yeah, I love St. Patrick's Day. We moved down here to the Jackson, Mississippi area. Jackson normally has an all-out, like, big-time St. Patrick's Day parade, but stupid COVID, God.
It's always about COVID.
Dude, everyone needs to get that damn shot so I can go have fun again, like St. Patrick's Day parades and stuff.
Have you gotten the shot yet, Dan?
No.
In Dan's defense, I don't think it's opened up to, like, people in his position. I think
they just opened it up to people over 50.
Isn't it, like, getting close to the what is it called? Not first responders.
The essential workers. Yeah, essential workers. Yeah.
Essential workers, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully by the end of the month, we'll see what happens. So I am not an essential worker, but my wife is. So hopefully she can get the jab. She's like our guinea pig. We'll see what happens.
I like it. I guess I technically count as an essential worker, too.
There you go. Then go get the jab.
I don't want to. I don't like needles.
Oh, my gosh. Don't be a pansy. Have a little bit of Jameson before you go. Don't go to one of the drive-through ones. Have your girlfriend take you. You get a little bit of that liquid courage. So, Lee, do you know why St. Patrick's Day is so infamous for drunken revelry?
Not for drunken revelry. I thought St. Patrick was known as a teetotaler, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know about St. Patrick himself, but the thing is, St. Patrick's Day comes up in March, right? It always falls during Lent, the Lenten season. And you know those Irishmen, they're all Catholics. Oh, mostly Catholics. So usually during Lent, Catholics give up something.
Okay.
And for a lot of them, that includes, drunkenness. Well, the patron saint of Ireland is St. Patrick. And to celebrate his day, Irishmen get a day off of Lent. So, like, Mardi Gras is big because it's the day before Ash Wednesday when you're supposed to give up drinking for 40 days and, live a, chaste and good life. So everyone goes to it on Mardi Gras. Well, Irishmen get a day off in the middle, so everyone's like, oh, I'm Irish now. Yeah, let's drink.
Okay.
There you go. That's why it is. That's what happens.
Wow.
Huh.
Okay.
That's how this whole thing got started.
All right. Basically as an excuse to drink when you're not supposed to be drinking.
When you're not supposed to be drinking, yeah.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, Dan. I mean, I guess I don't hate it. But
what do you mean?
Just
that's
one of those. Okay.
Look, that's the reason Mardi Gras is a party, right?
That's true.
Say, oh, we're supposed to be good for the next 40 days, so let's have a to-do.
Okay. Fair.
And that's essentially how we got St. Patrick's Day. That and he drove out all the snakes from Ireland, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, the snakes.
Yeah.
The snakes. Anyway.
You know that story, that St. Patrick drove out all the snakes, right?
Yeah, I heard that it symbolizes something else, though.
Are you trying to make a penis joke?
No.
Oh, I was wondering about that. I was like,
No, I heard somewhere that there's rough indication that when it was drove out all the snakes, he was referring to the devil, or like it was more referring to drove out the devil and paganism, and just like drove out the last of it.
Yeah, well, he was very big in converting Irishmen to Christianity, which at the time was exclusively Catholicism. So, yeah, big deal. So, and the shamrock, a classic symbol of St. Patrick, because that's what he used to teach them about the Holy Trinity.
Yes.
Father, Son, Holy Ghost, 3 leaves, all in one, the shamrock. It's a great analogy.
Yeah.
So, props to him, and luckily his Saints' Day fell in the middle of Lent, so it was like extra special to ball out, and now it's over the years become a thing.
Okay. I'm not going to knock it. I like St. Patrick's Day. There's a couple reasons why. The biggest one being you get to drink. Worst one being there's a lot of green food dye that goes into like different things. Just leave the food dye alone. It's not that it like ruins the flavor or anything. It just stains things. It looks gross. Just
right. Yeah, that really awkward morning after.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, oh my God.
What did I eat?
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess what we should do, Lee, we've been catching up. We've been talking St. Patrick. We should talk alcoholic beverages after we take a quick little break.
All right, and we're back. Dan and I have been sitting down talking about the Day of Days in the month of March, St. Patrick's Day. It would have been like Day of Days in the month of May would have been a much better one, but May just gets what does May get? May gets something.
Memorial Day?
Cinco de Mayo.
Mother's Day?
Cinco de Mayo.
May Day? I always liked May Day.
You liked May Day?
I love May Day. The 1st of May, there's something special about it. Plus, I have a solidarity with the workers of the world.
Okay.
The proletariat.
I like Cinco de Mayo. Like, I mean, it's another drinking holiday, right?
Yeah, no. You know what? Dude, down here in Mississippi, we had a hard time finding good quality Mexican food. Just found a top-notch place. You see, you can tell I've had a little bit to drink now, Lee, because in a sober state, I probably would not say Mexican.
Yeah, I was gonna say you usually keep it pretty PC. So.
Well, we're having the Jameson. It's St. Patrick's Day, so we are enjoying. The object of this episode is to see how much we can drink before it becomes completely unintelligible.
Mike, just let it go. Like, just let it go afterwards for a little bit. At some point, it's just gonna devolve into me and you just. We're taking
a break from the serious stuff. We're gonna sing Irish drinking songs. Ready? Ooh. What's your favorite Irish drinking song? Go.
I got nothing. Drinking, fight. Dropkick Murphys. Drinking, fight. Drinking. That was it. Like,
dude, there you go. I love the Dropkick Murphys. No, I like I like Seven Drunken Nights or Wild Rover. I like old traditional Irish drinking songs. So all good stuff. Love it. But anyways, Lee, we're going to talk about beer. I like beer. You like beer. You're drinking beer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking whiskey. Either way. Beer is probably, honestly, St. Patrick's Day, if it wasn't for, the whole history of it in Ireland, honestly, it might as well be like the beer holiday. It is like beer's day to shine.
Yeah, no other holiday out there, right? Does beer get to be dressed up, right? Like, there's no other holiday that's like, hey, we dyed your beer bright green for you. You're welcome.
And, it's a real tragedy, though. The United States had such a massive German population. I mean, still does, like, most people's lineage probably goes back to Germany in some way, shape, or form in this country. And Oktoberfest really should be bigger.
Yeah, Oktoberfest would be a good one for that, right? But you're right, it's not very big. There's a few places that celebrate it pretty well, but just not very many. So
yeah, I mean, when you find a good Oktoberfest, latch on to that. I mean, the pretzels, dude, like just pretzels and beer, like that's enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you throw all the other good stuff in with it. Boom, there you go.
Yeah.
So
Oktoberfest is nice. Yeah. You got Mardi Gras.
St. Patrick's Day has really stolen the thunder, though. I mean, it is like I would say the biggest one in most places.
Yeah, I think you're right. I agree. It's like the one between that Mardi Gras and like for me Cinco de Mayo. I just remember that was the big one for me. Cinco de Mayo was an excuse to drink because like you could go. I remember one year. I think you might have been with me, Dan. We went to like this place in Moscow called the Smoky Mountain Pizzeria. They're a good place, but they anyway. They did a Cinco de Mayo celebration, and I don't know why I'm stuck on it, but free Mexican beer. I mean, you only got one Corona, which was kind of funny, but they had some Dos Equis and some other ones that it was just free all night, right? And they gave me a tiny bottle of Corona, which made me feel like a big man. Like I felt like I looked like Andre the Giant holding a beer can, right? Like,
Wowly. Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. But I don't know. I just love it. And you know what? It turns out like beer has played a very big role in the history of civilization. I've checked out before the documentary How Beer Saved the World. Lee, did you ever watch that?
Yeah, but I don't know if I would remember like much of it. The biggest thing was...
Wait, were you drinking when you watched it?
Yes, I was.
You just take a drink every time they say beer?
Oh, God, I would have been dead. But the long story short is like... And Dan, you're welcome to elaborate, but it's essentially that beer was often safer to drink than water,
yes.
Especially in history.
Yeah, I mean, Lee, it goes back. I mean, like during the Middle Ages, this was a big thing. Brewing beer would, you'd have to, boil it and get your mash and everything, and there's the alcohol, and it's all fermented, and it would kill off most of the bad bacteria and be safer than water. But, I mean, it goes all the way back to the agricultural revolution, like the dawn of human civilization. Hunters, gatherers, early like proto-agricultural communities would start collecting barley, and some of it got wet, get a little yeast. Next thing you know, it's got this bubbly concoction on top of it, and they're like, "Oh, that'll get you messed up, get you a little buzz going," and people really liked it. It kind of works into the stoned ape theory a little bit, Lee. Do you know stoned ape?
Yeah, isn't it most of the stuff occurred because of like our early ancestors getting drunk and high in different ways?
Yeah, essentially, yeah, right. And that's where this fits in. So people started getting drunk. They liked it. They decided to grow more barley. Agriculture becomes a bigger and bigger thing. They have to start recording crop production and transactions and how much, beer they made. And next thing you know, you've got a whole system of writing and communities that are set in one place near fields. And boom, from the Fertile Crescent, it spreads out all of human civilization.
Couldn't the same be said though about bread? About
people are just carb drunk in general. They're just like, oh shit, carbs, yes.
Yeah, like bread,
probably
corn,
yeah.
potatoes.
Yeah.
Like I'm just thinking like anything that could have been a substantial part of one's diet. Beer was probably definitely the most prevalent because it was across all different cultures as like these different cultures evolved and grew, right? But really any major food source would have been part of that growth and development and controlling stuff. Right? Am I wrong?
Well, no, I think beer probably just easier to make, right? Like to make bread, you'd have to have flour. You have to actually grind that grain. Beer, you just need, to cook it. You need water and yeast and your grain. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Beer. So it's a little bit simpler.
I saw a random episode of How Stuff Works, or most of a random episode of How Stuff Works, about beer because it was masquerading as how beer saved the world, and they said that it was a difficult process. So, Dan, which one is it?
Okay, well, so now a lot of science does go into it, right? Especially if you're like mass producing beer in the quantities that we make it now.
I feel like such a Karen right now. Can I speak to your manager?
Yeah. But here's the thing: like it could be discovered accidentally and then perfected through trial and error. So, what we would today call science, but back then they were just figuring out how to make something that wouldn't kill them, right?
Yeah, I get it. I do get it. It just feels like the statement of, oh, beer was the one that instigated it, I feel like it was probably part of it, but I don't think it was the entire instigation of the development of society.
Yeah, I mean, probably not, but it definitely is a factor, and I think a larger one than you're giving it credit for. So, and then it moves on through history all the way up to, pasteurization. Louis Pasteur didn't invent pasteurization to help milk last longer. He was actually studying beer.
Oh.
Yes. So this guy figured out how to make beer last longer, and through this work ended up developing what we today call the germ theory of disease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of a big deal.
Kind of. Like, yeah.
So it's just great stuff. I mean, and then the germ theory leads to antibiotics, and look at where we are today.
Yeah, creating superbugs.
In a pandemic. Right? Thanks a lot, beer.
Thanks, Obama.
Didn't see the coronavirus coming. So I guess you can't blame beer for everything, but I guess there's a few things I could blame beer on. But
oh yeah, there's a lot of things in my life I could blame on beer. A lot of things. Couple scars, several scars, other things.
I was gonna say, I was like, I know, Dan, that's a low blow. I've had a couple drinks.
Yeah, no,
I
stay
said
away
no.
from that blow. Like,
I said no, don't do it. No, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, dude, beer, liquor. What do you think, Lee? What are you going to do to celebrate this St. Patrick's Day? People listening, they want to know what you're going to be doing on the 17th. Which BYOB Clarksville strip club can they find you in?
all right.
Tomorrow night.
All right. Stilettos. They officially have the sign that says BYOB, so I'm going there. Stilettos. And I think I'm going to go with some Jameson. Like, I like a whiskey now and again, so I'm okay with that.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're trying to look all classy when these strippers come up, aren't you?
I am.
You dirty dog.
You want to look classy. You want to look like you've got some money, right? And then just nickel and dime them to death.
There'll probably be a special. There'll probably be a special.
No, I'm gonna take in little baggies, like the little baggies that I don't know, little baggies, and I'm gonna put like 25 cents in nickels, and that's what I'm gonna be putting in G-strings.
You are gonna get kicked out. The first time you pull out coins, they're gonna be like, "What the hell?" You're gonna be on your ass in the parking lot.
You know what? I will try my best not to get my ass kicked, but I kind of want to do that. Like, wouldn't that be hilarious?
That is pretty good. That is pretty good.
Just like baggies of coins that you're like hanging out.
Hey. You wouldn't want someone coming to your work and being like, "Here's a penny for the tip jar." Not that you have a tip jar, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't... yeah, you're probably right. I still think it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be prepared to give more if that makes you feel better. Like, Dan, I feel like you're trying to encourage me to go to a strip club right now. And I've had a few drinks, so I'm actually considering it.
I was gonna say those girls don't come down to the truck stop and knock the truckers' dicks out of your mouth.
Wow.
They're not messing up your job.
Wow. Oh, sometimes it feels like that, though. Sometimes it feels like that. Oh, man. Oh. Dan.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's it. That's all I got.
What's sad is you see them from time to time. You see lot lizards from time to time. Guys, if you don't know what a lot lizard is, it is a woman or man or somebody that hangs around the truck stop parking lots and attempts to get to use prostitution as a way to make a living. I don't hold it against them.
You explain that in like one of the worst ways possible. It's a truck stop hooker.
Oh, yeah, that would have been so much easier. It's truck stop hooker.
Yeah.
Like, that's what a lot lizard
3
is.
words. Uh-huh.
You see them from time to time. It's kind of sad. But
yeah, it most certainly is not a glamorous lifestyle, to say the least.
yeah,
But hey,
not nearly as many diamonds and fur as you might expect.
no. St. Patrick's Day's coming up, 2 a.m. on St. Patrick's Day in the bar. A lot of ladies look pretty good.
Yep, that's true. And you know what? If you strike out with all those ladies, now you know where to go to pick up a truck stop hooker.
Oh, there you go. Lee, do you want to give the people your back page information, or?
Hey, you know what? A man's got to make money. I've got an OnlyFans. It's...
You know what, Lee? Our Patreon support has been a bit lackluster lately. I think we should start an OnlyFans.
You know what? If we could make more money at OnlyFans, like, I would do it. Man, I considered it. I read an article. Oh, guys. Okay. I read an article the other day, and this is going to be the most explicit episode. It was basically talking about this mom whose kids, she was in Australia, but her kids got kicked out of school because she runs an OnlyFans page and makes $190,000, and the article said a month. $190,000 a month. I was like, I'd take it in the ass for $190,000 a month. I considered it, Dan.
You would.
I asked my girlfriend if she wanted to do porn.
And she didn't just jump on that opportunity?
I don't know, probably not. I'm a huge fan of the idea.
No, guys, this episode is like a drunken break episode. This is me and Lee catching up, talking about fun stuff. But if you don't ever want to see Lee or me on OnlyFans, please consider giving to our Patreon.
This is the best Patreon ad ever. Guys, $1 a month will get you nothing, or something. I don't know yet. We're having issues with the
ad-free shows.
$1 a month will get you ad-free shows. Speaking of ads,
and a shout out.
Yes, you will get.
And if you're an early adopter into our Patreon, you can get a little plaque, a little memorial on beyondterrestrial.com on the internet for all time.
Yes. Never coming down. I'll change the site, but it'll never come down unless I go broke. Guys, we really need Patreon supporters.
We are enacting a program that we are calling The Dirty Dozen.
Yes.
First 12 Patreon supporters get their names immortalized on our website for all time.
All time.
Until the internet crashes.
Until we run out of money or funds and they shut down the site because we're not paying for it.
Well, it'll still be cached. It'll still be in there. Until until World War III, until the nukes drop, you will be part of internet infamy.
Yes. Don't worry about your Facebook page. The really important thing to get right here is your name on beyondterrestrial.com.
Boom.
Guys.
That's it. History in the making. And if you're part of the Dirty Dozen, maybe we're throwing some stickers too.
Yeah.
I got stickers. You got stickers, Lee?
Oh, I got stickers. I got a lot of stickers.
Guys, you want to be in on this Dirty Dozen. I'm telling you right now.
The Dirty Dozen.
And
they're going to be like our go-to guys.
Maybe, I'm just throwing this out there, you can meet Lee at a BYOB Clarksville strip club on a future St. Patrick's Day.
You know what? I would do that.
Yes.
I would do that if somebody joined me. I would definitely do that.
There you go.
Don't even care.
There you go. We're having a couple drinks and we are getting it together. And this is going to go out on the internet and we are going to have to be held to every single one of these promises because that's how the internet works.
Wow, Dan, you're kind of a dick, but I would do that. No, I would, though. I would go to a BYOB strip club with one of our fans if they were a Patreon supporter and one of the Dirty Dozens.
Yes. Oh.
They get themselves here, I will go to it with them. I will.
Boom. There it is. There it is.
And I can't even go back on it. I can't be like, oh, my girlfriend said I couldn't, because we have established that this show is more important than family.
Dude, they don't listen. They don't even know. And you know what? Maybe you can't make it all the way to Clarksville, Tennessee. Maybe you want to come to sunny Jackson, Mississippi. I'm a bit of a karaokeist. I don't know if you all know.
Ooh, okay. So Dan will duet with you on any Backstreet Boys song you choose.
Honestly, I'll do Wet With You any song you choose.
Any song you choose. Preferably Backstreet Boys.
Any song you choose.
And it must...
I will be the Olivia Newton-John to your Travolta, and we'll do Summer Nights.
Guys, Dan's is a much better deal than
I
mine.
will be the Dolly to your Kenny. I will be Sheryl Crow, and you can be Kid Rock, and we'll do Picture. Or vice versa. Whatever you want.
That's hey. Get Dan dressed up like Sheryl Crow so we can take a picture of it.
Hey, I did not say anything about costumes.
Ah, dang it. I thought I heard costumes. I've had a few.
Nope. You ain't getting that one by me, son.
I thought I could sneak it by, too. No, yes, guys. I know this seems like just a ridiculous ad for our Patreon page. It's not. We didn't intend on coming in to do this like this, but hey, we do need Patreon supporters. Patreon supporters help people pay the bills, help us make sure we stay monetized and able to continue going forward with the podcast. So please, that. And if you could give us some likes on Apple, that'd be great too.
All right. Hey, talking about paying the bills, Lee, let's take one more break, and then we'll wrap this show up.
All right, and we're back, and we are on the last third of our hey, let's get drunk and talk about shit episode. I think that's what we've done. Is that what we're doing for our St. Patrick's Day episodes?
Yeah, this is it. This is our catch-up episode. We are killing time, and we are drinking booze, and I am about done with this triple of Jameson on the rocks, and I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm down to like one or two beers right now, so I'm not bad. I wouldn't say I'm as Anyway, moving past it.
Yeah. So, guys, we love St. Patrick's Day. We love the traditions. We love the food. We love bar fights. Lee, what's the best bar fight you ever saw?
Ooh. You know what? I actually have one, and it's a deep cut. At least I think it's a deep cut. The bar fight from McClintock. Yes, the John Wayne vehicle, McClintock. Have you ever seen it?
I see.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I have. But it's been a while.
They end up in a mud pit, essentially. But it starts in a bar.
Ah, classic. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Well, you see, Lee, the best bar fight I ever saw was a real bar fight.
Oh.
It happened in Moscow.
Oh.
Yeah, it was at, where was it at? Mingles. It was at Mingles.
Makes sense.
Mingles is the place to go. I don't know if you know that. But
it may not be anymore, Dan. We have been out of Moscow for a little bit. Have you gone to Mingles recently?
I have my sources. I have been back to Mingles. Mingles is still the place to go. Okay. That is a fact. All right. CJ's no longer exists. Poor CJ. Rest in peace.
Really?
Yes. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So this bar fight, Mingles, for those who don't know, is a pool hall sort of bar. So there's a bunch of pool tables, and then there's kind of a raised up level sort of by the bar, and there's tables and stuff. And they serve halfway decent food, pretty good bar food. And it's a very chill vibe. People are there shooting pool, pretty big space, pretty relaxed. And this dude flips over one of the tables, and these are pretty heavy tables. And as he's flipping the table, he is leaping from his chair to Superman punch the dude across the table from him. I mean, lays him
Wow.
out. And, oh, dude, it was intense. And they're rolling around fighting, and then the cops get called, and they get bounced. And this table flip into a punch, like one smooth motion. Very impressive.
Okay. Dude had been planning that, and it went way better than he had ever thought it would, right? Like, you know, that dude was like, this is going to end horribly, right? Because that was what was running through my mind. I don't know.
Just the thought, like, you got to jump across all this broken glass, and you're the one who's going to land in it, probably.
Yeah.
Probably not a smart move, but looked pretty good.
I can imagine that guy weighing his options, and for whatever reason, that option became the best option possible.
Yeah, very impressive.
Or he's just an idiot and thought this is going to look cool and got lucky, right? Like,
yeah. Now, Lee, do you have any advice for the listeners if they should find themselves in a St. Patrick's Day bar fight? What is your go-to self-defense move?
Oh, get naked. All right.
You just drop trowel.
Drop trowel. I'm telling you, guys, like, nobody wants to wrestle or fight with a naked guy, right? Because every fight ends up on the ground. I've heard that before. I believe Dan told me that. Every fight ends up in the ground at some point. So any would-be attacker or would-be fighter, if you are standing your ground but you're naked, they're going to leave you alone because they're going to think you're crazy, and they also don't want to end up rolling around with a naked guy on the ground.
So you would take the indecent exposure ticket over the assault charge?
Oh, yeah. As long as it's 2 a.m., right? If it's like middle of the day and like out back of a high school or something, no, that's not the best idea, right? But if it's 2 a.m. in front of a bar, yeah, I'll take the indecent exposure ticket. I don't want to end up on a list, right? That's what I'm just trying. You know what I mean?
As long as you're more than 1,000 feet away from a school.
Exactly, right? Like, indecent exposure, not anything involving a minor.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, okay. I think one of the best things I always heard was the headbutt.
Oh, yeah.
Using the crown of your head as a weapon. Because you got guys get in your face, blah, blah, blah. You give them the old headbutt right to the schnaz.
Yeah, but nobody tells you how much that hurts you, too. Like, I know that, like, if you do, like, the crown of the head, you're not going to hurt yourself, and you're going to hurt him a lot more than you. It's still going to hurt. Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I'm just saying, I would go, if it was me, my number one move would probably be the headbutt, and I would follow that up maybe with like a swift kick to the shins.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's like my best, the best I got, and after that I'm done for.
Well, if you step back like one step, I think you could get a better shot on the knees, and I think knees are more incapacitating than shins. Shins just suck.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, right in the knee. That would be good.
Just aim a little higher. But no, you're right. Like that's probably the smart move. Like, getting naked is really probably not the best move, but ain't nobody going to fight you if you're naked. So
I could see you doing that, Lee. You're like, all right, I'm going to get ready for this fight. 1 second. Just drop trowel.
And just pull off my shirt.
Give him a little waggle for it too. Like, hey, come get some.
Just want to warn you, I haven't showered in a while, so if these end up in your face, like, oh, that was too much. I'm sorry, guys.
You about to get teabagged, motherfucker.
Ooh, yeah.
As tough as you can.
Yeah. Once you're naked, you can like start like being like, let's go, motherfucker. But you got to get naked before you do that, because that's how you look crazy.
There was on the Ultimate Fighter many, many years ago, there was a fighter. He got drunk and he wanted to have a fight. And he kept asking his would-be opponent, he's like, "You want to bang, bro? Let's bang." Take your pants off and be like, "Let's bang, bro."
They're not gonna fuck with
ready
you.
to bang it out, bro?
Like, they will not fuck with you if you're saying that. You're killing me, Dan. Oh man. Too much.
Like, I'm gonna spank you like a redheaded stepchild, boy. Get over here.
Yeah, the more you do shit like that, give them the crazy eyes, the more likely you are to get out of the fight.
Crazy eyes, yeah, that always works. Crazy eyes.
Give them the crazy eyes. Oh, I'm a lover, not a fighter, guys. That's why I choose to do these things.
He's just trying to impart knowledge to the people. Very good. Very benevolent of you, Lee. Well, we've talked about food. We've talked a smidge about history and tradition. We've talked about alcohol, and we've talked about fights. Is there anything else that we could possibly cover in this episode about St. Patrick's Day, in this drunken tomfoolery that we are calling an episode about St. Patrick's Day?
Ooh, Dan. I mean, pinch me if I'm not wearing green.
Oh, pinches. Oh, yeah. You know, that would be a good go-to fight move. The pinch, like titty twister.
Oh.
Pow.
Oh. A purple nurple.
Covers them both.
Ooh, yes. And that's startling enough, right? Like, if you were naked and then attempting the purple nurple, like, come on. Come on.
Be like, I'm gonna twist those nipples so hard. Get over here, boy.
Let's go.
I'm gonna twist the shit out of those nipples.
Or you could take a completely different approach, right? Not aggressive at all, just like very into it and like rubbing your belly a lot, right? Like, yeah, let's go.
No, even better. You just be like, come at me, bro. Come at me.
Come at me, bro. With your finger in your belly button as much and as little as possible, right? Like just the perfect amount of like middle finger rubbing around on your belly button. Just like, oh yeah.
Oh my God. Come at me, bro. That is it, guys. Wow. Pinch me if I'm not wearing green on the 17th, and don't try and fight me, please. Give to our Patreon so we don't have to start an OnlyFans, and enjoy your St. Patrick's Day, and keep looking out for more tales from out there beyond terrestrial.
Thank you for listening to Beyond Terrestrial, all three of y'all. If you're still a fan of this show, follow Beyond Terrestrial on social media and join the Beyonders Facebook group for even more strangeness. Links to everything, including previous episodes, are available at beyondterrestrial.com. That's the place to go for stickers, merch, show swag, and our Patreon. Patrons get exclusive access to ad-free shows, giveaways, and the unedited after-show show. Anything you give to the show goes straight to Funk Master B's bachelor pad, which for now is also where these jive turkeys record this show. This show was edited by Simple Equations Media with music by Mike Root. Dan and Lee will be back next Tuesday with more from Beyond Terrestrial.